Hi guys, it's Ed Holford. I want to talk to you today about getting rid of the hype in your decision making when it comes to choosing a network marketing company. This is a big thing. You'll see this happen many times over. I specifically had a conversation with a guy the other day. It's every 4 months, almost to the T, for the last 3 years I've watched this guy change companies, and in his emails he is always talking about this is the one, this is the one, this is the one. This actually destroys your credibility as a leader, because you cannot seem to make a smart decision to go with a company and build it over time without getting sidetracked by something else that supposedly is the next big thing. Okay? Be very aware of the next big thing, and you will see this. This is hype driven business opportunities that will appear before you, and they are based almost 100% on hype. Okay, when somebody says to you, this is going to change the medical industry, your ears will perk up, because that's a big statement. When someone says this is going to change the wireless industry around the world, your ears perk up, because that's a big, bold statement to make, right? That's also a hype statement. In the history that the telephone's been around, you don't have very many companies that have just all of a sudden appeared and changed the wireless industry. Today you have Boost Mobile, and they're all making a dent. Cricket Wireless, that's making a dent. You have these other, one-time pay companies that are all making a dent. But have they changed the industry? Absolutely not. They haven't changed the industry at all. What they've done is they've made Verizon, AT&T, and Sprint lower their prices. Terrific. They keep their customers, they lower their prices. So changing and this video is going to be specifically on this biggest hype thing going right now. I'm not mentioning names, but the bottom line is, you know who it is. It's the newest wireless company out there that's supposedly going to change the game. Well, let me explain to you why it is that this company is not going to change the game. They're not going to make a dent in the wireless industry anywhere until they do some fundamental things differently. First of all, they obviously have no cash, because their website looks like anybody could have put it together using any kind of web platform. Okay, it is very generic. It is very unprofessional. It's not unprofessional. It's very cheap. That's the closest word that I can say to you. When you go on Verizon's website, you can do all kinds of cool things there. You can download music. You can actually watch clips, listen to clips of music, so on and so forth. And that's because that company is well funded. They have the resources, they've hired the staff and the personnel to create these types of things, to make your experience when you go on their website very feature rich. Marketing in business is huge. Marketing in competitive business industries is vital. So the measure of a company is obviously based upon how many customers they have. How much profitability does that company have? Do not get caught up in the hype. When somebody first said to me, you're going to change the wireless game, I kind of rolled my eyes, because I used to be a national sales rep for Sprint years ago, many years ago. So I'm really familiar with telephony. Okay, I'm really familiar with that whole industry, and in the history that the cell phone has been around, there hasn't been but a few major players, and there only will be those few major players. They were first to the game, they've got the market, now it's just a matter of them swapping customers back and forth with different and better deals. Okay? What they've done, though, is they've made your buying experience very unique and very interactive. Not only can you go online and buy a cell phone, but you can walk through any mall in the United States of America, and guess what? You're going to see the sharks come trying to sell you a new plan. And I hate that personally, but it is what it is, and it obviously works, because they wouldn't have those kiosks there if it didn't work. That's just not my style of buying, not my style of selling either. So I want you to think about the hype problem for a second, because that's exactly what it is. There's so much junk out there on the internet, is that you see it here today and you don't hear about it 4 months from now. Nobody else is doing it. Everybody who got in and paid their money can't go get a customer. And guess what? The product doesn't sell. It doesn't sell to the retail market out there. The cell phone industry is a consumer-driven market. That's a key, right? It's a consumer-driven market. In order for you to change that customer who's using Verizon over to your service, you're going to have to show increased value beyond saving $8 or $10 per month, or even $20 per month. You have to, because what the worst thing that they want, I mean, the worst thing that could happen is that there's a problem, and guess what? There's no phone number to call. Or what if they want to look at your phones and your website doesn't have any phones listed, but yet you're talking about selling phones? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I want you to be aware of that, okay? Marketing in business is huge. Marketing in MLM is even bigger. Go with the companies, whichever one it is that you may choose. Go with a company that has, you can tell it's a $20,000, $30,000 website. Your experience there is robust. You can pretty much do anything on those cell phone company sites that you could do off of any other one. And that includes downloading music, downloading movies, changing your ringtone, changing your billing instantly. All that stuff needs to be present because all that is very, very important. Do not get it twisted. You are not going to sell a product to somebody who has those things now to save $10 a month. It's just simply not going to happen. Don't worry about the global calling ability either. 99% of the people never call past their local area anyway. 99% of the calls you make are people that live right here. Don't take that, don't really consider that as an option unless you're already doing it and it's costing you an arm and a leg. Understand that I may be able to call Spain, but guess what? I only call Spain maybe once every 6 months. So that's not a big deal. That's not a big savings. That's not a value added. And 90% of the people that you walk into who live across the street from you today don't call Spain or England or Argentina or anywhere else as well. If they live there or if they're of Mexican descent, then yeah, that could be a customer. Possibly. Definitely. But they're still going to make more phone calls, even if all their family is there. They're going to make more phone calls right here in their local area and around their own state than they are anywhere else. Key number one. Businesses will not, a true business will not make a buying decision based upon saving $5. They will make a buying decision based upon saving money and the product and experience being just as robust as what they have and better. That's the measure of your business opportunity. If your website that you're promoting right now is in the cell phone industry and it does not have all of the features present on a Verizon, a Sprint, or an AT&T website, then you are in a hype-driven business. That's my personal opinion. Time will tell, time will expose, and time will show you that if it's all about price, then just go talk to your friends and family and sell them some phones. I guarantee you that'll probably be the toughest thing that you've ever done. But if you're already selling Verizon products and you're Verizon's and they can still use Verizon's website and you can get a commission, I pretty much imagine that they will go ahead and, when it's time to renew their contract, renew it with you and keep everything the same, just you're going to get credit. That's a lot easier sell. They don't have to do anything different. It's just, hey, renew your contract under my number. Everything on your deal remains the same. Alright? So go think about that for a second. This is Ed Holford. Remember, don't investigate your company. If I can give you any kind of advice, investigate it. Look at it from a consumer standpoint, not from a way of making money. Look at it from a consumer standpoint, because most of the people that you're going to talk to in life, and you will have to talk to people, and yeah, use internet marketing to target people looking for a business or who are already in a business. That's all great. But understand that you want to be able to go out and retail a product to somebody who has absolutely no interest in doing a network marketing company. And guess what? That's a good business then. When you can go retail a product to somebody and they'll buy it because they see the value and results from whatever it is that they would be trying to accomplish. So get over the hype. Don't let that be fooled. Don't be fooled by that, because it is not a wise business choice. Sometimes I wait 3, 4, 6 months to see what a company is doing after the hype phase. First 90 days, everybody comes in, and you'll see a significant drop in the number of advertisements online. You'll see the significant drop in the number of people, spamming you about it, and it goes away. So that's a test. It's a good way to sit back and watch and let everybody spend their cash, and you'll be all right. Ed Holford signing off. I'm not taking up any more of your time. Enteryourbiz.com, or for training purposes, blog.enteryourbiz.com. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.